What is crafting now? This is Twilight Alpha, and I am returned. There are a lot of bad people that live in this world. I know, it's shocking.
Let's go to bed.
But sometimes you can do something about it. And that is our goal. This is Persona 5, and we're looking for our next target. Oh, I was not expecting this stuff. Cool. Interesting. Oh, these are like accessories and stuff. Whoa, all the things. Damn. Whoa. Butler and maid suit. That's funny. Christmas outfit. What is that? 5 save data. You receive various benefits. I don't think I have. Alright, so if you have the original, then you get additional stuff. Alright.
Hey.
Wow, it really wants me to go to sleep. Well. See.
Well then.
I guess we don't have a choice. I literally can't do anything.
I'm so sleepy.
I know the feeling.
I ended up pulling an all-nighter once I realized today's the last day of exams.
You staying up studying?
Are you feeling
I gave
okay?
up on the exam. I was playing some games, and then before I knew it, it was morning.
That sounds more like Ryuji. Yeah.
Bull! You say that, but you probably just spent the whole night studying.
Huh?
Morning.
Yo, look who else is yawning.
Exams are almost over, so I thought I'd make one last effort across the finish line.
We'll see how it goes.
Impressive, Lady On. You're quite different from this stupid monkey I know.
Hey, listen, Morgana. Your Frieza's showing, okay?
Huh? Don't give me that crap. Your brain's tiny compared to mine.
Size is meaningless if there's nothing inside, you know.
What was that?
Will you please shut up? You're gonna make me forget everything I remember. Huh?
Hmm? Squirrel.
Am I imagining things?
You need the bathroom? What?
What? You see a groper or something?
No, that's not it. It's nothing.
Maybe Morgana sensed it too. Ooh, cutscene. Like Banshee.
Oh my god, that guy got off. Isn't this bad?
Ryuji don't give a flying.
Hey, at least act like you care.
Fine. Come on.
Huh?
Yeah, it's that same guy. Presumably, at least.
Hey, are you sure it's him, or are you just that self-conscious?
I'm not that.
Is there something you want?
That's my line.
Yeah, right?
You were the
For
one
real.
stalking me.
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
I know you've been following me ever since the train.
That's because...
My goodness. I had wondered why you left the car, so this is where your passion led. All
Passion?
is well that ends well.
What was that?
I saw you from the car, and I couldn't help myself from chasing after you. I didn't even notice the calls from Sensei, but thank goodness I caught up to you.
Okay.
Completely lost.
What?
You're the woman I've been searching for all this time. Please.
What?
Won't you
Wait a minute.
be the model for my next art piece?
Is this what this is about?
Model?
All that I've drawn till now has been lacking, but I feel a passion from
Oh.
you unlike anyone else.
This man's highly suspicious.
Ain't this a recruit for some shady business?
Will you cooperate with me? What do you say?
Hold your horses. Who are you anyways?
Oh, where are my manners? I'm a second year at Kosei High's Fine Arts Division.
Oh, it's a fine art student.
My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm Madarame Sensei's pupil, and I am being allowed residence at his place. I'm striving to become an artist.
Let's see.
Huh? Do you mean that Madarame? The one who was on Good Morning Japan the other day?
The very same.
You
Could
know
be.
who that is?
He was introduced as a super famous Japanese-style artist who's been recognized all over the world. But we heard that name the other day in Mementos.
Yusuke!
I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll be right there.
That old guy's Madarame?
Madarame Sensei's exhibition will begin at the department store near the station tomorrow. I'll be
I
there
see.
to help out on opening day. Please come by. It'd be great if you could give me your answer in regard to being a model then.
Well,
I bet you have no interest in the fine arts, but I'll give you tickets too. Well then, I hope to see you there tomorrow.
That guy's as easy to read as a book.
you can read, Ryuji?
You're not planning on going, are ya?
I think I will.
Oh.
Crap, look at the time. I'll see you later.
How dare he go after Lady Ann?
Uh-oh.
I've memorized that face of yours, Yusuke.
Somebody's jealous.
You became acquainted with Madarame's pupil by chance? That's a little too convenient. It makes me wonder if you're even telling the truth. So be it. What I want to know most is your method. It's true that Madarame was an unforgivable criminal worthy of the scorn thrown at him. He was an adult who cultivated his own fame and fortune by sacrificing the livelihood of children.
So, like, basically every other big business and industry?
But he'd been covering his tracks for years. How did you uncover the truth in such a short span of time?
Magic.
Fine. Let's suppose that people's hearts can be changed by stealing their treasure, like you've said. If so, a different suspicion arises.
Oh?
People have gone mad or lost consciousness, never to recover, like the subway accident in April. Depending on how you look at it, that could be taken as a phenomenon for a sudden change of heart too. Were you related to those as well? I see. Fine. Let's get back to Madarame's case. Keep it concise and stick to the facts.
Oh, we're still not done with exams? Damn it. You stopped writing. Get it together.
No way.
This is a disaster. You're gonna be in trouble if you don't start studying regularly. Oh no, I remembered all my bad answers. Finally done. Hey, you gonna go in for counseling? I saw the volleyball guys getting called in. Oh, I got it wrong. I got that question wrong. I know, right? I feel like I have to protect that teacher.
It's over.
It's over. How about you?
I'm not worrying about it.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
You really should.
Anyways, can we stop talking about the exams? Like it or not, they're gonna come back graded next week.
Oh, I feel for these guys.
Focus on stuff that's over with.
And the crazy part is, at this point, I think I prefer that. Students don't know how good they got it.
What are you looking at?
The usual site. It's no use. There ain't any useful info. The number of posts are getting less and less too.
I am not letting this end as a one-hit wonder, okay?
There's no point in getting antsy, though.
I
I know. Why don't we go eat lunch somewhere? We still have some money left over from the other day.
Okay.
I want sushi then, or domestic raised eel.
That's oddly specific.
We don't have that much left. Oh, right! There are those tickets to Matarame's exhibit. Wait, that's tomorrow.
Don't tell me. Was it love at first sight with that Yusuke guy?
It's not like that.
She's curious about the gig.
Of course not.
When I was watching that special on TV, his artwork was pretty nice. Plus, we've got free tickets.
Seriously, right? If it's free, it's for me.
Besides, this could also be related to what we heard in Mementos.
That's also very true.
Matarame, was it?
Yeah.
That aside, what should I do about the other 2 tickets? Want to go appreciate some fine arts for once?
Please.
Fine arts, huh?
I suggest we should all go together.
I agree, although Ryuji doesn't seem the type. He's not one to
Appreciating
appreciate.
the fine arts builds character. A phantom thief who can't identify an original is lame.
Alright, yeah. That's true.
Well, if everyone's going...
It's settled then.
Should be fun.
Just the phrase going to an art exhibit sounds kind of mature. Let's
You're
meet
adorable.
at the
It's
exhibit
a lot of
entrance
you.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Today, or tomorrow, we go on that exhibit with Lady An. Curious to know if this Madarame has anything to do with the names we heard in Mementos. We can't afford to be late tomorrow. We better not go out right now. So I kept thinking about what Nakanahora said. Could he have been talking about the famous artist Madarame? Nice catch. Well, it's a pretty rare name. Yeah, I mean, you guys ever heard of someone else called Madarame? It's really not common at all. But we heard it's true, Kitagawa-kun is studying under a corrupt teacher. I mean, a teacher who treats people like tools. Kitagawa-kun's life is probably pretty terrible. We gotta look into this.
Hey!
Don't oversleep. Ichiyasai Madarame. Infinite font of ideas, huh? I read the blurb on the ticket, but it seems this Madarame is actually an amazing artist.
Oh!
Some of his pieces might be worth looking at, after all. Jeez, my bar is going down fast. I hope that's supposed to happen. What's this line for? Oh, that exhibition must be opening today. It's really packed. Want to come another time? I want to, but it's so pricey. I should take it alone. I want to see that. Let's go together sometime.
So crowded.
It's weird seeing them in street clothes.
It'll be a pain in the ass if someone sees you, so don't stick your head out too much, alright?
You came.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You really came.
What'd you expect when you left us those tickets?
Make sure that you don't get in the way of the other visitors. Come now. I'll show you around. I'd like to speak more about the picture I'd like to draw, too.
Well, see you guys later.
Will Lady Han be alright? What if he drags her behind some painting and tries something funny?
I told you not to come out! Are we really gonna appreciate the fine arts? Can't we just go home?
We should look around.
Well, we did come all this way and stuff.
Might as well make the effort.
Which way are we supposed to start?
At the beginning, probably.
It's that old man from the other day.
That must be him.
We continue to be truly surprised by your imagination. You have such expansive styles. It's hard to believe that it all stems from one person. Where in the world does all your inspiration come from?
Well, it is rather difficult to put into words. They naturally well up from within my heart, like bubbles rising one after another in the spring.
Naturally, you say.
What's important is to distance oneself from worldly desires, such as money and fame.
So this guy said, if he is in fact my next target, this dude's a total sham.
My atelier is a modest shack, but it is more than enough to pursue true beauty.
A shack?
I see. So the act of emptying one's mind gives rise to inner beauty. Still, to think we could hear the word shack coming from the great artist Madarame.
You would understand if you saw it.
Wasn't the word shack something?
Madarame-san is actually here?
The gas.
Over there!
I'm so glad I came on opening day.
And there's a stampede.
Stop pushing! There's way too many people!
And now Ryuji's trampled.
I'm getting crushed!
And that's the day Morgana died.
Anyways, we gotta head for the exit. Don't die on us, alright?
I didn't know there were so many types of Japanese art.
Usually one concentrates on their own style. However, Sensei creates all this by himself.
What, does he have ADD or something?
He's special.
There you are, Yusuke.
Sensei!
Ah, the girl from yesterday. Are you enjoying the exhibit?
I don't know how to put it into words, but it's really amazing.
You're sensing something from the artwork. That alone is enough to give us artist satisfaction. I hope this becomes a wonderful piece, Yusuke. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
You'd imagine artists would be difficult to approach. But he seems really friendly.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Emphasis on the seams, maybe.
Oh, this is it! The painting I wanted to see in person.
I didn't take her to be to one to follow artists.
This one?
Or,
I guess it's
Artistry.
the painter's anger? I'm not sure, but I sense this strong frustration from it. To think such a cheerful and gentlemanly person could make such a piece.
oh, everyone's got anger. Everyone's got aggression, frustrations.
Something wrong?
Don't mind me. There are better pieces than this one.
Oh,
Come now.
he's
this
got
way.
history with that one.
Hey!
I wonder why. I assume we'll figure it out as we go through.
Ah, that old lady totally elbowed me. Thanks to that, I remember now.
About what?
Well, let me get to it. It's about a post online.
Okay.
Here, look at this.
Why'd you leave without me?
You got it all wrong. We got dragged into this huge crowd and...
You walked off without us.
Anyways, you gotta look at this too. This post might be about Madarame.
What's it say?
A master of the Japanese arts is plagiarizing his pupil's
Oh.
work. Only his public face is shown on TV.
So he's stealing credit for Yusuke.
Plagiarizing?
That's maybe that was Yusuke's piece.
I didn't think much of it when I first saw it, but hearing Shack and Madarame triggered it. His treatment of the pupils who live with him is awful. He teaches nothing and bosses them around. He treats them inhumanely, as if disciplining a dog.
Abuse on top of plagiarism, huh?
Yep, looks like we have our next target
If
after
this
all.
is real, it'll be a huge scandal.
I wonder if Kitagawa-kun posted this. I mean, he is a pupil of his.
Who knows? It's anonymous and all.
Could be.
In that case, it's possible the Madarame we heard about in Mementos is referring to the same one.
Likely, actually.
A man like that doing such a thing? I wonder if we can ask that shadow from earlier about this. Oh, actually, we just need to talk to him in reality.
Okay, but how do we find him?
And how are we gonna go about that? Are we gonna explain it all, starting with mementos?
Besides, if we make a move out in the open, there's
Yeah.
the possibility that Madarame will find out.
Even more important.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey, what do you think about Madarame? Doesn't he seem suspicious?
Yeah.
I know, right? This all fits way too well to just be a coincidence. If this post is legit, ain't this the kind of target we've been waiting for?
100%.
Well, yeah, but is it really true?
By the way, what did you do about the whole modeling thing?
Kitagawa-kun gave me his contact info, and the address to his sensei's atelier.
Whoa.
He said he lives there, right? Perfect timing. Let's try going tomorrow. We're off to Madarame's house right after school.
Yeah.
Huh? You want me to model tomorrow?
You.
This is too sudden.
What? We're just gonna go talk to Kitagawa.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Okay.
In any case, we need to find out about the rumor if Madarame is true. This might be exactly what we need.
Well then.
That reminds me, the home shopping program is airing today. You want to check it out?
Hey!
Oh, I can make, here's what we got. The allergy relief pack. For anyone who's being sick, 2 cooling masks, wide eye drops. Cosmetic cure. Great for anyone seeking peace of mind. Aroma machine.
Hey, hey!
It'll probably be sold out. So, whoa, that was way more expensive. I mean, I'm doing okay on money though. Alright, sure, why not? Other buyers called in, blah 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 blah.
Well then.
All I have to do is wait for it to arrive.
Now listen up.
Don't go near the busy places, you hear? I'm not a fault if you get involved in any shady business.
Hey!
We have to think about tomorrow. We can go out another time. Alright, fine. In that case, can I brew coffee?
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you're starting to get interested in this. You're not trying to impress me, are you? Alright, I'm headed out to buy cigarettes.
Whoa!
Love the smell of good coffee.
Yes! Alright.
When you're drinking it makes it look delicious. A black coffee. It's like the chief's gentlemanly charm is rubbing up on you. Okay. I need basically everything else. No, kindness. I gotta go back to work. That's what I need. That's how I get kindness. Or I could go to the movies. But it might be random. I'm not sure. I mean, guts. It's like you're at it again. How's it going? Here, let me have a sip. Nice flavor. It's Cuban Mountain. It's Cuban Crystal Mountain.
Let me explain.
Cuba is the biggest island in the Caribbean. Their coffee is known for its full-bodied and aroma and taste. Crystal Mountain coffee is made from only the largest beans of the harvest and has a sweet, nutty flavor with low acidity. The roast profile is bland. You should practice more to bring out the roast's full potential. Though we see you preparing the cup while I taught you. I'll acknowledge your hard work. See a lot of different customers coming like this when you have a cafe. Even if someone looks like trouble, I'll serve them with the same cup of coffee I serve everyone. It's my job. I have pride in what I do. You're like a customer too, one that takes a tremendous amount of effort. You have potential, so keep training.
Well then.
We should rest up. I wonder. Again, I don't feel like doing this, but let me see.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's see what it says. And coffee makes it. Okay, here, let's see what Reddit says. Anyone got, there files anything besides land? I maxed his confidant. Supposedly you should master the coffee and curry making. Do I just make more? Need to keep making. Okay, so it's just a repetition thing. Got it. That's good enough for me. Hey there, I'm Dr. Maruki, your school counselor. Thanks to the school, I can even talk to you outside counseling now. I want to talk a little about how your mental health and perception can affect you. Don't worry, I won't stress you out or anything. Just relax and listen. What you guys know about the emotional mind?
So,
What's going on in your mind can affect your body pretty significantly. There's proof it can even heal you depending on your outlook. So, why are you picking on
any
me?
ideas?
What do we call the phenomenon where believing in a treatment's power is enough to improve your condition? Placebo effect.
This is it.
That's right.
Yep. That's correct. Some people specify that placebos don't actually have any curative properties. Even if the medicine does nothing chemically, it can affect your perception and help you feel better. On the other hand, if you don't trust the medicine to begin with, it might make you feel even worse. We call that a nocebo. Hey, did you get that question? That was close. Maybe I should ask if I could borrow his notes.
Nice
You
going.
must be really smart to answer a question like that. My knowledge went up? Yeah, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Just one example, but my point is our minds and bodies are more connected than we think. It's important not to push yourself too hard. Remember, your mind needs time to rest too. That's my job when it comes to that. So, come by the nurse's office whenever you're feeling down. Mind affecting the body. You think I'll change back into a human if I believe hard enough? Madarame exhibit is great. You gotta go see it. Oh, hey, it went up. I've been feeling pretty down. Maybe I should go see the counselor. I never knew art could be so expensive. You been to counseling yet? Madarame exhibit? When is it until?
Phantom thieves going by train. This ain't any different from how I get home from school, you know.
The train is the fastest way to go. Plus, we can bring pets on here.
Hey, who are you calling a pet?
Dude, be quiet. We didn't pay the pet fare.
I'm the one guiding you to your destination. You should be calling me Master.
Oh, we got some ego on this one.
Kitty!
Shoot.
Is that your pet, mister? I heard it meowing.
Stuffed animal.
Yeah, it's just a toy. It meows when you press on its head.
Okay, roll a bluff and roll hard.
You heard her. Press on its head.
This is ridiculous. Wowie!
Time to buy mesh. I'll be nice.
the cat's drooling.
The next stop is Shibuya. Shibuya. Doors will open on the left side.
Oh, this is our stop. Well, see you later. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
Aw, she's adorable. I wonder if Morgana would have words if I was harsh.
So, which line do we gotta transfer to?
Doesn't look like there are any stations close by to that address. If anything, this is the closest station.
Ugh, what are you gonna walk?
We gotta walk the rest of the way? What kind of phantom thief takes the train and then walks to their destination?
Keep it down, no one knows.
Stop your complaining.
Actually, I don't know if anyone cares. I think anyone believes
It's
it.
supposedly a shack, but this is the neighborhood he lives in. As expected of a famous artist. Looks like the fastest route is to get to the station square and then go to Central Street. Let's move.
Are you seriously guilty? He's totally the perfect target. Talk to the girl. Could a gentleman like that really be plagiarizing and abusing students? If it's true, then Kitagawa's Kun is total sucker.
Hey,
Starving. Wanna grab food?
Don't you think we should hurry?
Fine. Oh, they're following me. That's cool. Oh, I thought I could. For a second, I thought I could read that.
Hey!
Wow, I can't even go to the vending machine? Man, they ain't playing. Oh, right. Central Square.
Let's go!
I'll have to walk from here. Which one is it, damn it? Oh, there we go. Here you went to see Mr. Matarame's exhibit. May I ask what you thought? It's amazing. Every piece on display was absolutely superb. Matarame truly is the pride of Japan's art world. He's so talented and yet so humble. The personal exhibit opened just yesterday, but it's already a huge success. Well, that would explain why he has so many random styles if he's plagiarizing art. So that checks out. He probably is because, as pointed out, most people just do the one. I wish I could paint again. This fella has lived. Are you okay? Leave me alone. I was at a second call, and now this is what I get. It's over for me. Got suckered.
Hey!
What's this? Oh, lottery stand?
Hey!
Man, y'all have fun. Actually, it might be better to walk.
wait.
That's what I don't remember seeing it past Central Street. I mean, it'd be more inconspicuous.
Kamashita, former Olympian, teacher at Shujin Academy. Reason for turning himself in is a heavy conscience, huh? The human mind doesn't change that easily, let alone their natural temperament. Shujin Academy. Seems doubtful.
Does he know or suspect something?
Perhaps I'll have someone look into it. Just in case.
Is that it?
We're at the right address. The door plate does say Matarame.
You ring the bell.
Me? The walls won't collapse when I do, will they?
What does that have to do with anything?
No one sneeze or we'll blow this house down, okay?
Oh, because it's so ratchet.
Who is it? Sensei is currently...
It's Takamaki.
I'll be right out.
People really do live here.
Oh,
Takamaki. You two are here as well?
oh, he is definitely...
Hey. Sorry, but, we ain't here to talk about the modeling thing. There's something we gotta ask you. Is it true Matarame's plagiarizing stuff? He's
Bruh.
abusing people too, yeah?
Right out here in the open?
Are you serious?
We read about it online.
This?
What's the key ring? That's what I want to know.
Preposterous! Not only is the plagiarism impossible, but abuse? He welcomes pupils into his own home. This is no act of violence, it is charity. And I'm the one residing here and studying under him. I'm saying it's not true, so it's beyond doubt.
You might be lying about it.
That is utter rubbish. I
Yeah,
had
he
no
hesitated.
family when Sensei took me in and raised me into what you see now. If you continue to ridicule the man I owe my life to, you will rue this day.
You really think that?
Yusuke, what's the matter? I heard you yelling.
These people are slandering you with baseless rumors.
Forgive them, Yusuke. They must have heard some bad rumors and came in worried for their friend's safety.
Understood, Sensei.
Well, even I doubt that a cranky old man like myself could be liked by everyone.
That's not what we meant.
I'm sorry to have butt in on your conversation. However, I do have neighbors around. Won't you please keep it down? Now, if you'll excuse me.
That was discourteous of me. I'm sorry.
I think I've heard that guy's voice, but
I know. I think you'll be able to believe in Sensei if you saw that painting.
what painting?
It's his maiden work, as well as his most representative piece. It's titled Sayuri.
Sayuri?
This was the painting that inspired me to become an artist.
Maybe he doesn't know. Maybe the old man really is a plagiarist? Maybe he really is plagiarizing and Yusuke just isn't aware of it. Or he's in denial.
It's so beautiful.
I don't know all this fine art stuff, but even I can tell that this is impressive.
Yeah.
When I first saw you, I felt the same powerful emotion as when I saw this painting.
Me?
I wish to pursue beauty like this. And I believe drawing you will be part of that pursuit. I implore you, seriously consider my offer. I'm sorry that you took the time to come all this way, but I must assist Sensei today. I hope that we can discuss this further another time. If you'll excuse me then.
Those two seem like nice guys, don't they?
Maybe the Madarame we heard about in Mementos is a different person.
Man, right when we thought we found a new target, too.
How's the Metanav?
Oh,
Hey, the app.
was it picking up our conversation? This display. It means that Madarame has a palace too, right?
In that case,
But why?
Madarame, plagiarism, and then Shack, huh? These seem to be the keywords.
For real though, what the hell's going on? Does an old man like him really have a palace?
We have the person's name and the location. All that's left is the what that Madarame mistakes the shack for to enter his palace.
You mean like how Kamoshida thought the school was his castle?
yep.
That's right. Let's try saying some things. They can be random guesses.
It's a bit sudden though.
Why don't we start with castle?
No candidates found.
Then what about prison?
No candidates found.
Ah, what a pain. Jail, warehouse, and guidance counseling office. Might as well add farm.
Farm? What?
No candidates found.
Not a single hit.
Should we come back another time?
A building that's related to
Studio?
artists. If we think from there, what would it be?
Or a museum? Haha, I got it!
Beginning navigation? Whoa, really?
Yeah, I figured it would be a museum. Well, my first thought was studio, but
Hey, when did you activate the nav? You surprised me.
Didn't have much of a choice. I think we just happened to get it right.
I'll take it.
What if I hadn't noticed and then wandered off and got caught by an enemy?
You're fine, don't worry.
Probably would have figured it out once you started walking on 2 legs.
So even you can slip into the metaverse without realizing it, Morgana?
Yes. In a place with minimal cognitive distortion, the differences can be subtle.
Interesting.
Forget that. Look!
It's actually pretty cool.
That shack is seriously some kind of museum?
In his mind.
Let's go check it out. It's so extravagant, to the point that it's gaudy. It's a museum, right?
This is Matarame's?
Well, a palace is a world formed by a mind twisted by desire. Remember Kamoshida's castle?
Matarame's artwork is on display at museums in reality too, though.
That's a good point.
His exhibit
Well,
was popular, and
he's-
people already respect him. Why would he fantasize about a museum?
Because he knows he's not legit.
You got a point. It ain't related to plagiarism or abuse either.
Could be doubt?
Let's try looking around. Racking our brains here won't do us any good.
Right.
So does that mean we're gonna have to deal with the actual people
That
here?
aside, ain't a museum a must for phantom thieves?
Good point. Yeah, there are probably traps too.
Yeah. All those old man's fans were super strong.
Yeah, they almost got trampled to death.
That has nothing to do with this.
But man, just look at that insane crowd.
Yes!
Time to begin our infiltration. Gonna have to wait in that gigantic line? Don't be stupid, we're not going through the front door. There's a high wall around the building.
Shall we go?
Have to find our way up and over it then. In any case, let's get going. Yeah, you know I have a zip line, right? I'm basically Batman.
Yep.
Really how he thinks of that rundown shack? It's overwhelmingly shiny. Not hitting me that it's this old guy's palace. That's why we're here, right? Come on, let's check it out. The exhibit is closed for today. We await your return on another date. Hey, send more guards over here. Just the two of us ain't gonna be able to deal with this whole crowd.
Oh!
This is our chance. Flight security is focused on the front entrance. That means there'll be less of them elsewhere. Let's go.
Yes!
Can we even go this way? Oh wait, yeah, here we go. Zoop. Wait, what's this? Oh. Hanya mask? Cool. I guess I can't go that way. Oh, I can't jump across or down? Okay. That looks animal brush. Okay. Through the skylight. Speaking of Batman, that's a classic bat tactic. Skylight's open. Think we can get in through here. It's a pretty far drop. We'll be able to get back out this way?
Now's my time to shine!
Don't worry, I have a rope. I'm our tool specialist after all. What do you call it, Joker? You wanna head inside? Let's roll. Interesting.
How suspicious.
Quiet in here. Almost eerily so. Hey, it's moving. Come on, run a palace. This ain't anything to be freaking out over. Palace
This is...
reflects what's in the ruler's heart. We may want to check these paintings out. Is it just me, or am I getting some serious Mario 64 vibes? There's kind of explanation here. Let me see. Someone's name and age? What the hell? This can't be the title of the painting, right? You think that's the artist's name? Check the other paintings too. There might be something important about them.
Hey, hey.
Check the other paintings too. Let's look at the next room. Sealed door. I can't examine that one. Oh wait, I can examine this one.
Hey, hey!
This one has a name too. Is this painting has the same deal as the rest? Kind of creepy seeing all these people on the walls.
Is this...
This painting is the same way. I feel like it's staring at us.
This is... This is...
Oh, isn't that... Oh, maybe not. For a second I thought that might have been Yusuke. That looks so similar even down to the composition. See, this is more like what I would expect. Like, this is how artists...
I see.
The paintings... Yeah, it feels like... when an artist they just do one style. This is more consistent with that. Alright, so that's that one sealed door. That's where we came from. Actually, there was a... Alright, I guess I can't... Oh, yes I can, okay. Wait, have I been through here?
Hey,
Nope.
this doesn't make any sense. Matarame's famous for having a variety of art styles. But all the portraits on display here look the same. This is way different from what was at the...
Wait a sec. Ain't this that guy we saw in Mementos?
Yeah.
You know, the one who was shit-talking Madarame?
It was indeed.
Natsuhiko Nakanohara. His name's written on the plaque.
Dude, I don't get it. Why is there a painting of him in here? And more important, why is his name written under it?
Guilt.
You're right. Doesn't art usually have, like, the title of the piece or the artist's name?
This is quite the mystery.
Yeah.
Alright, let's keep looking around for now.
It really is plagiarism. It's gotta be.
Hey,
That's a full name. Oh, looks like that might be a shortcut.
huh?
What? No way. Oh no, there it is.
Hey, isn't this a painting of that guy?
Yusuke, what was his name?
It says Yusuke Kitagawa.
Kitagawa,
There's no
that's right.
mistaking it.
Huh? Wait a second. What do you think these paintings are?
Well painted. Pupils.
I think you're right.
For real? All of them? But it was only Yusuke when we went to his place before.
Yeah, they were all previous potential artists he chewed up and spit out.
This must include former pupils as well. Only one remains now. Taking into account what that Nakanohara guy said earlier, things are getting clearer. Alright, let's keep investigating. We need something to further confirm our deductions.
Some sort of brochure here. What, you find something? We're here to investigate, so we should check out everything that catches our attention.
A chest! Talk about luck!
Joker! Oh!
Locked. Yup. Let's crack this sucker open. Lunar Cutlass. Ooh.
Oh!
Speedy looks like it's just my size. This is mine now, alright?
Yep.
Oh, I'm even more of a threat. Okay. Auto-equip for the win. So what does the... This is a pamphlet? Excuse me, this is getting way too detailed for a freaking palace. Why bother making something like this? There's a museum guide on here. Let's take it with us.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, it might even show us the location of treasure.
Nice.
That is a possibility. At the very least, it should be a good reference for the scale of this place. Huh? The map only shows half the museum. I see. It says there's one of two. The other two's gotta be out here somewhere, right? Just how big is this place? Don't worry about that another time. Right now, our objective is confirming Matarame's cognition. We may have to reconsider our plan depending on what we find. I mean, he's got a palace. Seems pretty sketch to me. So I'm wondering if is his treasure going to be a paintbrush? Or maybe a painting? Let's see, have more students. Whoa.
Ah. Look at this.
The Infinite Spring? A conglomerate work of art that the great director Madarame created with his own funds. These individuals must offer their ideas to the director for the rest of their lives.
Whoa.
Those who cannot do so have no worth living?
Damn.
Hey, this is most likely about the plagiarism, right?
Damn it, what a phony geezer.
Yeah.
In other words, his pupils are his property. He doesn't even qualify as an artist if this is true.
Yep.
He's stealing the ideas from talented students in exchange for securing their livelihood. Wondered about those portraits on display. They must all be his pupils through his cognition. This even says that they have no worth. Couldn't this be about the abuse?
Yep.
Madarame will keep them around as long as they're useful to him.
I see if they're not.
At the moment they're not.
Bye.
He's treating them like slaves or tools.
Why is Yusuke keeping quiet about this? He's got no reason to cover this up.
He did say that he owes Madarame his life for being taken in.
That's true.
But still.
When we were at the exhibit, I praised one of the pieces on display.
Yep.
But Kitagawa-kun acted strange. Maybe that piece was plagiarized too.
Probably his, like I said.
What's the call? Ain't this enough to target Madarame?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about!
Hold on, you two. We should confirm these facts with Yusuke once more.
Confirm what, though?
We're not gonna get him to talk.
It means we should get solid evidence that such crimes actually took place.
A pain in the ass.
No, it's good. He's got a point. You gotta be thorough, especially when it comes to
Besides,
this sort of
there's too
thing.
much we don't know about Madarame yet.
Yeah. Like I said,
You're right.
gotta be thorough.
I'll try contacting Kitagawa-kun. I might be able to get the truth out of him if I accept his modeling offer.
That's true.
Wait, you're gonna do that?
No, it's a good point, because if Yusuke does it and puts his name on it, and then later it comes out with the artist's name, then we know for a fact.
You all better come with me, okay? I'm scared to go alone.
Oh yeah, I thought that was understood, 100%.
Famous, renowned artist, huh? Wow, this might be tougher than Kamoshida.
Well, yeah.
We'll just prep ourselves until we get confirmation from Yusuke. This is our first mission as real Phantom Thieves. We're gonna succeed no matter what.
Yep. The real reason why Yusuke is hiding the truth. Would you really forgive someone unconditionally if you owe your life to them? I'm not so sure anymore. What are you bringing this up for? According to Kitagawa-kun, Madara isn't a problem. Madarame isn't a problem? What do you mean? Something wrong? I mean, I know Madarame is a bad person, but still. Maybe I'm hesitant because I haven't actually met any of his victims. Yeah, I guess that's part's totally different from what would happen with Kamoshida. This might be an extreme line of thinking, but if an evil person isn't causing any trouble now, is there a point in us stepping in? Well, you got a point. So we're gonna let Yusuke decide if Madarame is worth going after or not? I don't know. For me, I'd never forgive that bastard. Yeah. KK, got it. Guess we can talk some more after that. Alright, let's meet in Shibuya after school tomorrow.
Hey,
Hey, another box came for you. Aroma Machine. Omnivitamin. It's my order from the home shopping program. Let's see what it actually is. Oh, Sublime. Coffee. Blank card. Wonder what that means. I wonder how to sell all that stuff. I assume I can't go out.
Well then.
Alright, fine.
Hey, it's me.
Flying
I
at this
just
tower?
can't forgive Madarame, but what An said made me think. To Yusuke, are we just a bunch of thugs?
I don't know.
You don't know either, huh? It ain't like he thinks it is. It pisses me off just thinking about it.
Then don't.
People have to put up with so much crap while shitty adults do whatever they want. Makes me sick. I'm not wrong, am I?
Yeah.
Thanks. Don't tell An I called you, by the way. Seriously. Well, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, unfortunately, the bad people get into power, even for adults. Alright, I contacted Kitagawa about modeling. Still waiting for his response. Thanks. You have no idea what I'm supposed to do as an art model, though. Cover yourself in pain. Just be yourself. It's actually kind of hard. Look, you don't gotta go all out for this. You're only doing it so you can get dirt on Madarame, remember? That is true. Pretend like Kitagawa-kun wants this to be a private picture. I'll let you guys know when he contacts me again.
I got a response from Kitagawa-kun. He said he wants me to come over after school today.
Perfect. Probably dropped all his plans just to get you over there.
We need to find out from Kitagawa-kun if what we saw in the palace was true.
Hey, quiet down. It's that student council president.
Aw, she's snooping again. There's a bitch.
Yikes. She got hold of Mishima today? It'd suck if she noticed us. Come on, let's split up.
Yeah. Mishima shouldn't crack, though. He seems
Okay,
good.
see you later.
We finally landed a big target. Come on,
Oh, yeah.
let's get some dirt on Madarame. But man, An's late.
Sorry.
You know, what happened to
I
you?
was thinking about some things and didn't notice how much time had passed.
What, you got in your own head?
Thinking about what?
Don't you think Kitagawa-kun has to be protecting Madarame?
Was it not obvious?
I mean, they live together, so he'd have to be aware of Madarame's true nature. The only reason I can think of him doing that is that Madarame has something on him.
Yeah, that's weird. But that's why we're going to check it out, right? You ready to be a model?
Yeah, I'm prepared.
What do you mean prepared? Prepared for what?
Interesting phrasing.
Something seemed different about her to you?
She cut her bangs?
Oh, nice eye.
I didn't cut them.
Huh. Well, let's get going. We gotta talk to Yusuke.
Kitagawa-kun seemed really happy when I agreed to be his model.
Yeah, obviously.
Once he finishes drawing and gets a little friendlier, we should bring up Madarame.
I thought it would just be you coming, Takamaki-san.
Wouldn't you get nervous too, if it was just the two of us?
We're here to keep an eye on you, so don't try anything perverted, okay?
Stop making such odd assumptions. I have absolutely no interest in her as someone of the opposite sex.
Huh?
Is there a problem?
No, not really.
Just didn't see it coming, is all.
Well then, let's get started.
Hey! Kitagawa-kun?
Oh, he is super focused. He ain't gonna respond now. He's in the
You
zone.
hear her?
Or he's ignoring you.
It's no use.
This isn't what we planned. We were gonna catch him off guard and make him spill his beans, weren't we?
How were we supposed to know this was gonna happen?
No, you should have. I should have too. He's an
We
artist.
just gotta wait till he's done. What an effing pain in the ass.
Perhaps I should try going outside this room.
Don't get caught.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Huh.
This is too boring, so I'm going to scout around a bit.
Sounds good. I
It's
wonder.
weird how flashy that door is.
Yeah, it's uncharacteristic. I wonder though if even if I would have said no, he would have done it anyway.
And is that a lock?
Yeah,
A door with a hefty lock.
I saw that instantly.
What could be in there?
Hmm.
Are you done?
No.
It's no good.
It's not. That's not the look of success there, boyo.
What?
I'm sorry. Am I the problem?
No, not at all. It's just... I'm having trouble staying focused today. I'm sorry, but we'll have to resume this another time.
Oh, hell no! How many hours do you think you made us wait?
You can't.
I'm sorry. We had another reason for seeing you today. We needed to talk to you.
It's about those rumors regarding your sensei.
This again.
That painting I saw at the exhibit. You're the one
Called
who
it.
actually painted it, right?
That's...
I knew it.
Your sensei's seriously messed up. He just thinks of his pupils as tools. That's why he doesn't give a damn whether he steals their work or physically beats them. I'll make this clear. There's no point in hiding stuff from us.
We'll know. We'll find out.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bruh.
You
Come on.
couldn't go against him, could you? I'm sure we can help you out, though.
Stop it. It's just as you all say. We're our sensei's artwork.
Wow, he was more forthcoming than I would have expected. I thought we'd had to press a little harder.
Don't misunderstand me, though. I offered my ideas to him myself. As such, it can't be called plagiarism. Sensei is simply suffering from artist's block right now.
Dude, still.
Kitagawa-kun.
Then why are you sticking around? All his other pupils ran away. Aren't you the only one left?
What's wrong with a pupil helping out his master? There are no victims here. Stop pushing your self-centered righteousness on me.
You're okay with this?
I'm supporting Sensei as his pupil. Where's the wrong in that? Don't ever come here again. If you do, I'll sue you for causing a disturbance.
Hold it! We're not done talking here!
We're not, but he is.
Then you leave me with no choice.
Hey!
I'm reporting you to the police. I asked Takamaki-san to be my model today, but I don't recall ever calling you two here.
What the F, man?
Ryuji, stop it! Calm down, okay?
Damn it!
I won't report you, but only under one condition.
What's that?
I want you to continue being my model, Takamaki-san.
But you said that it wasn't working out today.
Yeah, just today.
That's because I was unconsciously being modest for your sake. However, I have nothing to worry about anymore. If you are willing to bear everything to me, I will put my heart and soul into creating the best nude painting ever!
And there it is.
What?
Nude?
To think I'd be able to create a nude painting with my most ideal model. Of course, you two won't be allowed in, and I ask that you forget about our discussion today as well. If I
She
don't
didn't say
submit
yes.
a new piece to Sensei soon, there will be some inconveniences.
Nude? Meaning it'll be without any
Yeah.
clothes, right? Why are things suddenly escalating like that?
Because those are my terms.
But that's...
Wait, ain't that bad?
Sensei is out during the afternoon while the art exhibit is on, so I can use this place freely. I should buy more art supplies.
Will you give me a second here?
Yeah, she didn't say yes.
Of course. I'm willing to wait. I'll make time according to your plans, but please come before the exhibit ends.
No, that's not what I mean! Why are you not listening?
Sensei will be returning home soon. We're done for today. Takamaki-san, I'll be waiting for you to contact me.
No, no, no! We are not done talking here!
Hey, what should we do?
You have to leave.
Yeah, damn it. He got us good this time.
Don't give up so easily!
Huh? Is she done being a model?
About that.
A cat?
You moron.
He's totally out of his mind! I'm gonna have to pose nude if this keeps up!
How dare that, Yusuke?
The way he said it, it's not gonna be semi, but full-on nude.
The full nudity? Lady Ann's gonna...
Drop it!
You know, you won't have to worry about that if we make Madarame confess before the exhibit ends.
That's a good point.
But Kitagawa-kun thinks he owes his life to him. Is there a need to make Madarame confess?
And Lady Ann, you're fine with bearing it all?
Morgana, focus.
I am not!
Madarame's no different from Kamoshida. That asshole's using Yusuke who doesn't have parents. You're telling me we should just ignore how he's being treated horribly like the other pupils?
No. It is frustrating to leave this alone, even if Kitagawa-kun is fine with it himself.
You can't leave it be because you've endured a lot yourself with Kamoshida.
Yup.
Yeah.
Anyways, we gotta go after this guy. Madarame is the kind of target we've been waiting for. Let's help Yusuke come to his senses too. Before he ends up like us.
Yeah.
Right.
We need to look into Madarame first.
There might be tons more stuff that hasn't been exposed yet too.
It may become easier for us to investigate his palace if he's preoccupied with his exhibit.
That's true.
Also, there's the thing about me modeling. Kitagawa-kun said there'd be inconveniences unless he submits a new piece. Maybe that's going to be announced soon as Madarame's next work.
Does that mean the whole country's gonna see you nude?
Yeah, are you not confident?
What? Are you saying I'm... no, I mean, that's not what this is about.
We must deal with Madarame, no matter what.
Let's start after school tomorrow. Oh, it'll be a pain if Miss President finds us on the rooftop again, so... where to meet up? I guess that walkway-like place in Shibuya would work. It's near Madarame's place, too.
Changing our hideout periodically, huh? That's a plan I don't mind back.
Actually, that's good. You can't be in the same place for too long. Has moved to Shujin roof to the Shibuya Tekyu building access way.
Hey, can I talk to you kids for a sec?
Okay.
From the looks of things, you don't seem like the ordinary stalking fans.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I should have been more clear. I'm actually looking for people that know Madarame's pupils. There's this painting, Sayuri, that was supposedly stolen in the past.
Oh.
But there's this rumor that it was taken by one of his pupils in retaliation for being abused.
Oh, is she a investigator?
Have you heard anything about that?
Do I want to throw Ryuji out of the bus? Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Me? I don't know nothing.
I see. There's no case unless there's a victim, and if there's no proof of abuse, I can't write either.
I was right. She is an
Looks
investigative
like I'm back
journalist.
to square one. Sorry for taking your time. I'm a journalist. If
Yep.
you ever get any leads, mind contacting me here? See you then.
I guess we should go home for today.
Whatever, I still can't forgive him. Demanding to pay Lady on nude and claiming to report us to the police.
Hey, it's me. Got a minute? I have some interesting news. Someone who received a change of heart contacted me on the fan site.
A change of heart?
You to discuss another person who needs a change of heart.
Another change of
You're
heart?
better off talking to him in person if you want specifics. All I know is his target is a terrible person, and that it might complicate things if he posted the name online. I'll have him wait for you at Shibuya Station after school. The guy's name is Nakanohara.
Nakanohara, yep.
Nakanohara. That's Matarame's student.
Yep.
I told him to approach you. Good luck.
That's something insane about Madarame. Sounds like a student of his offed himself when he couldn't speak up about Madarame stealing his work. It's unforgivable. A journalist was looking into Madarame too. Could be real. Someone died though. No one's talking about it. I bet it was covered up. Wonder if Kitagawa couldn't hurt anything. It'd be great if he could help us out. Ain't that asking a bit much? After today, he's probably gonna be on edge about us. Well, anyway, but armor is still a piece of crap. Let's meet up tomorrow. It'll be our first time at the new hideout. It's a passageway in Shibuya, right? Got it. See you guys tomorrow.
If the rumor Ryuji just spoke of is true, there have to be other victims.
Let's see if we can't find. Yeah, we're definitely stepping into the big leagues. That's for damn sure.
What's up?
Nothing like the school. Oh, can I go out?
Hey.
Oh, I could study.
Hey,
Now listen up.
what do you want to do?
Alright, yeah, we'll study.
Make sure you close up.
Hey!
So you're able to solve these problems rather quickly. Hope you're not picking the easy ones. You're making some good progress. I can see wisdom in those eyes behind those glasses. Okay, finally.
All right.
Oblivious to learn.
Well then. Well then.
Don't forget, from today on, our hideout's going to be at the Shibuya passageway. That reminds me, Mishima said Nakanohara should be in Shibuya too.
Yo.
So,
We're about to head to the hideout too. Who's that?
Excuse me.
men in a suit.
That's Nakanohara. Mishima told us to meet him here in Shibuya today.
For real?
My name is Nakanohara. Natsuhiko Nakanohara. The one who was posted about on the Phantom Aficionado website.
He seems pretty nice. Doesn't seem like the stalker type. I think the change of heart must have worked.
The administrator of that website contacted me. They told me to look for someone in a Shujin uniform with a cat.
So?
Yep.
What do you want?
You may have already heard, but there's someone I wish to trigger a change of heart in. An artist by the name of Madarame.
You think this is it? Is the pupil gonna confess his master's secrets?
His shadow did mention Madarame as well.
Yep.
I'm one of Madarame's former pupils. He gave me lodging at his home, where I thought only about art. I genuinely wanted to be an artist.
Okay.
There was another pupil as well. A very talented man, multiple years my senior.
Oh.
Obviously, Madarame kept tabs on him. Everything he made was claimed as a Madarame original.
Yeah.
He wasn't the only victim, though.
It all basically coincides with everything we've learned, or at least suspected.
Right. We got some real proof of the plagiarism.
Yep.
In response to Madarame's actions, that senior pupil committed suicide.
Corroboration complete.
Suicide.
He must have been unable to bear seeing his work praised under Madarame's name. That was when I disobeyed Madarame's orders and left. But he quickly pressured other parts of the art world, and my life as a painter was destroyed. I tried to turn over a new leaf, working at a ward office, but it was no use. My attachment to art warped my emotions. Soon I began getting attached to everything. In the end, I even turned into a stalker.
I see. Yeah.
I'd like to ask again. Please, make Madarame have a change of heart. Not only for me, it's to save the life of another man as well.
Save their life.
Even now, there's still one young man remaining under Madarame's tutelage.
Kitagawa.
I think he's about your age.
Kitagawa.
That has to be Yusuke.
Yep.
Not only is he a talented artist, he also owes Madarame for taking him in after his mother passed. He is the perfect target.
So Yusuke's got no choice but to listen.
Yep.
I actually spoke to him a few times back when I was still living at Madarame's. I asked him if he found it painful to stay with Madarame. And you know what he said? If I could leave, I would.
Kitagawa-kun.
I have no right to say this given my prior cowardice, but I don't want to see another suicide. I'd like to find a way to save this young man. He has a bright future ahead of him. Please consider that when thinking about changing Madarame's heart.
We've been asked to act directly on behalf of one of Madarame's victims.
It's good enough for me.
It sounds like we don't have the time to deliberate whether or not to change Madarame's heart.
Hell yeah! Madarame's just a piece of shit who preys on the weak.
Yep.
Suicide. I'll never let something like that happen. Plus, we finally got to hear how Kitagawa-kun really feels.
Well, since we've reached a unanimous decision, how about we continue this at our new hideout?
Sounds good to me.
My fellow thieves, welcome to our new hideout.
It's literally a corridor corner.
Our target this time is Madarame. We all saw that palace. We'll pay dearly if we assume it's just going to be like the last one. And furthermore, Lady Ann's chastity is on the line.
I was like going a little extreme.
What?
We'll need to do what we did with Kamoshida. First, we secure an
Fair.
infiltration route.
I love how we're just breezing by that. She's gonna come back
After
to that.
we send our calling card. Once the treasure has materialized, we steal it.
Oh, I got a question. Madarame doesn't know that we were doing stuff in the palace yet? Why are we already getting treated like criminals in there?
You're learning, Ryuji. Well done. It must be because he doesn't trust anyone. Any unknown person may as well be an enemy.
I see.
Or maybe he's just super salty from all those rumors that have been spreading about him.
It's possible too.
Then his palace being so crazy had nothing to do with us?
Maybe.
Either way, we should stay on our best behavior. It'll be harder for us to steal the treasure if we needlessly increase the security level.
We need to be careful of Kitagawa-kun this time too.
But the only way to keep that smooth is for Ann to go through with it.
I'm sure that whatever he sees will just get passed on to Madarame.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, what is Madarame's treasure going to look like anyway? Another crown?
I doubt that, but my sixth sense will know when I see it.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a brush.
Oh yeah, you go completely nuts, huh?
Well, maybe not. It was a crown because Kamoshida thought of it as his palace, as his castle, as the king of the castle, he would have a crown. But for the head of an art museum, be a brush, maybe an easel. A microphone, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Our time limit is when the exhibit ends, right?
That sounds about
That
right.
means June 5th.
We'll carry out the plan after we've sent out the calling card. So our infiltration route will need to be set in stone 2 days prior on June 2nd.
Now listen here. We can't mess this up, no matter what, okay?
Okay.
18 days, got it. This is the first job for the Shadow, so let's make sure we do it right. Come on, it's time to get the mission started. Special obstacles. Occasionally you will encounter a palace with obstacles that are impassable and require interacting with the target in the real world. Interesting. You'll need to leave the palace to find the obstruction. Either enter palace quickly to find obstacles and triumph over challenges before the deadline. Oh, we do have a new one. This is the bully behind the bully whose heart we changed. Find him near the school gate.
Huh?
That's all for today? Oh, I've been squirreled. I want to improve my guts too. Take the challenge. Now then, take a seat and good luck. May God have mercy upon my soul.
Thank you very much.
You're currently ranked at 3rd mate. This will be your opponent.
Now then.
The 30-minute get started. Go. It's a tough battle. I don't think you have the luxury of enjoying the taste. Don't chew, just swallow.
Oh,
It didn't work out. You had a ton of energy at the start. Take a bit more courage. It'll be difficult to finish the whole thing at my current guts.
Yep.
I got close though. I think I ate more than I did last time. No, I was gonna.
Wanna head back?
I'm full from just watching.
Ah, you're back.
Hey!
And don't forget to ask the airsoft guy about that paper bag. Oh. On from that. Airsoft shop. That's it. Hopefully it doesn't cost time to pass. What are you here for? I could ask him if I had the dump.
Come on.
Maybe taking the bait. Yeah, I already tried that. Fine. In that case, let's hit up the bathhouse. Actually,
What do you want to do?
before I do that, do I have anything in the laundry?
Okay. Hey, hey!
Thing is shaking a lot. I hope this will wash clean.
Oh!
Looks like it's done.
And...
Much cleaner than I expected. Angel's Cape, Old Angel's Cape, Cat, Knight's Collar?
Let's head back.
So, it's you. You did use this line before, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I hope you understand. Allow me to warn you again. Don't involve yourself any further.
Waiting for me, are you?
I only saw you coincidentally. I have no time for such an ambush. If you continue sniffing around my sensei, we have ways of dealing with that.
You threatening me?
That's all I have to say.
I don't like being threatened, bitch.
Oh, yes.
Great artist Madarame is holding the exhibit in Shibuya right now, isn't he? I've gone to see his work, but wow, they are truly incredible. It's awesome in his interviews too. He really is a charming fellow. Rare to see a gentleman artist like him in a field known for having a lot of eccentric types. By the way, you seem far removed from the art itself.
Here's a question.
Famous ukiyo-e artists of the Edo period is said to have moved 100 residents. What? It said Edo, right?
This is it.
Oh,
Correct.
not bad.
That was a total guess, but I'll take it. Means you know a thing or two after all. Hokusai had a habit of moving, but he also changed his name quite a lot, at least 30 times throughout his life. His sole interest was art, so he stayed in poverty, wore tattered clothes, and lived in squalor. How did you get that question? I wasn't even close. Maybe he is smart. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, the teacher's staring at us.
Nice going!
Madarame's house is quite modest too. All master artists, past and present, always put their work above their fame. He steals his students' work and makes them suffer. He's no master. He's an abusive old con man. We're gonna get him no matter what. Palace? What are we doing about the new palace? Ain't we meeting up? You don't want to... You don't know what to do, let's just go. Well, what do you want to do? Should we meet at the hideout and head into the palace? Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, let's meet up at the hideout. Let's give them hell. Yeah, we're probably gonna... We don't have much time.
Hey, we're all here.
The response online ain't changing at all. Nobody thinks that Phantom Thieves even exist.
Alright, I'm gonna bust loose.
We'll go in spurts, I think.
Now then.
Now that you know this, the first thing we need to do is secure an infiltration route. Then we send a call-in card. Yeah, we know the drill. Let's get ready. Oh yeah, I noticed that already.
Come inside. We've much to discuss.
Our master would like a word with you. Come in. So you've come. Rehabilitation seems to be going smoothly. It's been tough. Has it now? Prepared a special gift for you. I must reward such valiant efforts. Use this power well. Traits. Each persona has a specific trait, each of which has a different effect. Some may decrease the cost of a skill or increase the power of a specific attribute. There are various benefits associated with using a persona's trait in battle. Be sure to take account which actions will utilize the trait. View the details of the persona's trait by pressing a square. The personas are born from the mass of your heart. They come in manner of all shapes and sizes. You must master the inner workings of each persona to draw out its power. Do that and they will surely be of great use in your rehabilitation.
Then...
You certainly seem composed.
Time for some rehabilitation. You wish to perform an execution. Fusion.
damage. Is that different from light? I'm not actually sure. It is. Interesting. Is Almighty considered neutral? Wind. Do I have any other wind? Oh, that's a stat buff. Sort of.
Finished? Done already? What?
I want to go back.
It is time, inmate.
Familiarize yourself with the many facets of the heart that dwell within you. In doing so, will prepare you to greater heights and give you strength to work toward your rehabilitation. Go forth, I have high expectations.
Hey!
Hey, Joker.
Come
What are you
on.
standing around for? Get with the program, alright? You're about a member of the team. So we're going around the side. Shoot! Hoop, 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 hoop. Gonna steal this guy again. On your mask. I can't go back there. Alright. Zoop. Thick parchment.
Whoa!
Hold on, Joker. It's an infrared laser device. If we touch it, the security will increase.
Come on, man.
Hold on, there wasn't anything like that last time. Rumors might be slowly making Madarame more wary of us. Joker, they're not easy to see, but you should be careful. You should be able to do it with your skills. Be careful. Detect infrared lasers with third eye. If there's a wide enough gap, you can slip through by pressing X. Be done by holding X as you approach. Remember, you can only pass through if there's enough room.
Focus.
Oh wow, they seriously buffed up security. Take the bait, hoe bag. Man, it'd be nice if I could trigger it like I could in Assassin's Creed. Oh well.
Two weaklings. No weaknesses I can see.
What do you think you are?
Miss. And smack. Is it fire type? Oh. Ooh. If they are ice type.
Here comes.
Pass the baton and follow up.
It's time.
Nope. Damn. Okay. Ooh, sleep.
All right.
One enemy remaining. Don't move.
Before you shoot, set your demands. Before you shoot. If that's the case, let's talk. I want to know what kind of person you are.
This one seems gloomy. Don't say anything too forceful.
Are you after the one I serve? Then you won't overlook this? I'll click a deal. Alright. That's a high way of speaking. I'll say this transaction is not a surrender. Wait a second, what's that? Did I just see your handshake? Isn't your guilt tormenting you?
Indeed.
What's really horrifying is that you won't take responsibility yourself. Sort of person you really are? Well, take this and we'll call it even.
Goodbye.
What do you give me?
Nice work, team.
Okay.
Apparently I didn't get anything. That's dumb. Alright, whatever. The what now?
Defeated. Go, give me more.
Girl with the hanging tree?
Here we go.
Ah!
Come on, you gotta hold
Oh.
Are you scared?
From you? Please.
on. No weaknesses I can see. No weaknesses I can see.
No, just slap it.
Cut you off. Woo, on the ground. Nice going, Skull.
Ooh, baton pass.
Pass the baton and follow up. Hit and serve. You got their weakness, Panther.
No problem.
All right.
All right, we beat him. Let's go, Joker.
I have something.
Guy's too far away. Oh, no, he's not.
I'll reveal your true form.
Award in Shadows Unseen. Alright, cool. Not sure what that is, but I'll take it.
Wow, that shadow was crazy.
Oh, that guy doesn't like gunfire. Baton pass.
Oh, nice. It exploded.
Cool.
Get wrecked!
Persona.
Light fire? Wow. Oh, for all foes. Okay, I was gonna say, light fire damage for 10 SP, that's not that great, but if it deals to all enemies, that makes it better. Take a nap.
Let's be civil about this.
Baton pass. Go for it.
Go ahead.
Not over yet. Hardcore. Lather step.
High chances of crit.
Zoro, show your might.
Yeah, it looked like they paid off that time.
Yeah, victory.
Oh, oops, I got something. That's fine.
Okay. Shadow defeated. That was easy, huh? I have something.
Oh, I can't interact with that? Oh, it looks like that's where I need to go.
You're there, right? I can see you. Just kidding.
Focus.
Ah, balls. Oh, I'm trying not to, but oh well.
Don't underestimate them. I don't see a weak spot.
Waterside nymphs. Interesting. I wonder if lightning will work.
Are you scared?
Let's go!
Got it.
Pass the baton and follow up.
Persona!
Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, it's cool. There's a synopsis.
Serious Picaro!
Actually, physical. Oh, I have light. Yeah, lightning.
You're mine.
Boom.
All right. Yeah, nice one, Panther. I'm not down. That was incredible, Joker.
Show me the money. That's all you got.
What you think? Okay.
Whatever.
Losers.
Nice work, team.
All right.
What? Is there a thing I can do? There it is. Oh. Zip. Nice. wow. This was not so... Okay. Ah, what the?
I can feel it.
Yep, that was my own fault.
Hey,
We'll be unknown territory once we go past here, right? Security will probably get a little more furious as well. Make sure you don't touch anything or run into the displays, alright? What are they gonna be for?
It's somewhere.
Oh, I can't go that way. So that makes that easy. In terms of which direction to take. Alright, I guess that's just part of the design. Ah. There we go. Safe room. I think that's a good place to call it.
Ah, nice! We can use this as a safe room.
Looks like a security booth. Should make a good base. We can resume infiltration. Take a break too. Alright, so that's gonna do it for now. Oh, not story. And hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. If all things go well. Anyway, I appreciate you guys chilling and lurking as always. I'll see you guys next time. This has been Twilight Alpha. I'm out.